Hi, this is Chandresh Kachhy, career growth coach, and today I am going to speak to you about a very good book. This is a book summary basically. The video is for book summary, and I am going to talk about a very good book called 1 Minute Manager. This book is written by Blanchard and Spencer Johnson. Spencer Johnson is the co-author. It's a very useful book for all the managers who would like to become a very successful leaders. This book gives three very important thoughts which is out of the box for the managers to be more effective. The reason I like this book is it's very simple to read and you can use it as a guide for you. And it's very easy to implement. There are only three things which they are saying, and you can always use this very effectively. And I will tell you that if you start using it, it really gives a very good results. It tells you how effectively you can get best out of your team, and that too in a very short period, without wasting a lot of time. See, generally what happens when we talk of a manager, which we always categorize in mainly two categories. One is autocratic, another is democratic. Okay, when we talk of autocratic managers, autocratics are task-oriented managers. Means they don't worry about what happens to people. So in those people can take a good task from the team. But at the same time, his team members are not really very happy to work with them. So they are called as a task-oriented managers. And the other type is a democratic. Democratic is more people-oriented guy. They get the result, they get the good result, but what happens in some time, because they will take care of the interest of the people, and they would like to take the whole team with them. The owners or the company sometimes doesn't get that much profit as much as they can get in autocratic. But the best thing is, if it is democratic, then probably it will go a long way, and you get a good atmosphere to work. So it's there. Now this book is talking of totally a different aspect, because the author has come up with a different idea, and they call it the third type, which is called as a 1 minute manager. So there is a autocratic, there is a democratic, there is a 1 minute manager. 1 minute manager means effectively you can get the best out of your people by just spending some 1 minute every time you come across certain things. They are talking of three main techniques. The first one is to have a 1 minute goal setting. 1 minute goal setting means every member of the team been told by the manager that we have to write down a goal, and the goal should be aligned with the company goal, the personal goal, company goal should align. They write down on a paper, maximum 250 words, so that every time you can take 1 minute to read them. Means daily you have to read your goals once, so that it takes only 1 minute to read. So that's why they call it 1 minute goal setting. At the same time, you have to keep on looking at the goal, what you have set, and the performance you are actually doing it. The secret 2 means the lesson number 2 is 1 minute praising. What is this? It assures that you are very honest to your team. You have to tell them that whenever I give feedback, it will be unbiased, honest feedback, and that will be all with the point of improving you. And then praise them immediately. So whenever you come across some good work they have done. So this book is telling very clearly, the author is telling that generally what happens, managers are catching people doing something wrong. But in this book they have come up with a very good concept. You catch people doing something right. So as soon as you find somebody doing a good thing, a right thing, you call them, appreciate them, and tell them specifically what you liked, what they did right. Okay, and also tell them how you feel about their work. After telling this, you need to keep quiet for a few minutes for the person to realize and appreciate what you are saying, and then encourage them to continue doing the good job. So they know, yes, I am appreciated if I do a good job. The third secret is 1 minute reprimanding. Means as soon as you find out somebody has done a mistake or something is done wrong, you don't waste your time. You just call them and tell him what exactly you feel about it. You tell them this is what I think you should not have done, and inform them specifically what action was wrong. Rather than concentrating on the person, you concentrate on the act and try to tell him what exactly you feel by this mistake, and express your feeling. After you call him and express your feeling that when I think what you have done, this particular thing, I think you should have done it in a better way. I think you should not be doing this. And then you stay calm for some time, you keep quiet for him to understand and realize what he has done, and let him have his own internal thought process go through, and then express yourself in a very normal manner, shake hands or pat on the back and say that, okay, I am always with you, don't worry, this is just a concern I raise because you don't repeat some things and you do something better. At the same time, you remind them how much you value them. You tell them, okay, I really appreciate your job, but then I thought sometime that okay, probably this is not the right thing. Also, make sure that reprimandation is over. Like, you don't reprimand every time you call him and tell him the same thing. You say this fact is over now, and you concentrate on your good job, and will not discuss this over and over again. And this is one of the good thing. You don't have to make him feel low, but at the same time tell him, okay, next time if you don't do it. So now it's very clear that you don't concentrate on the person and make some sort of a grudge about him or sort of a complex, but you let the person understand that you are very honest in what you are doing, and your aim is to make sure that the person improves. So summary is in this book, by just giving 3 simple principles. A 1 minute manager means you take just 1 minute or 2 minutes to tell whatever you wanted to tell, and then pass on your message and keep going. And then this gives a very good guidelines about how to do effective work in a short time. You don't waste a lot of time on that. You just call the person, tell him what he has done good or what you think need to improve, and then just go on. Just thank you very much for listening this book summary. I'll tell you that this book really takes hardly a day or 1.5 a day maximum if you are a slow reader, but it's very good book. You just buy this book and read it. What I have told you is just a summary of it, but it's a very good story. It's in the process, as if you will find it very interesting. I'll keep on coming with this type of book summaries, and I expect you guys to spread the words to your friends in your circle. If you like the video, just like it, and then share it with the people whom you think are the person who can be benefited by this video. Thank you very much. This is Chandresh, Kachhy, your career growth coach. Thanks very much once again for watching this video. Bye.